Welcome back to another episode in the Carolina Panthers franchise, and we're starting this episode with a deal immediately. We're sending Taylor MOTON, 83 overall rated, to the Commanders. We're getting Ricky Stromberg, 73 rated, and a starter trait at age 23, and a 2025 third round pick. I actually think that this is a deal that serves both sides pretty well, because we get a player that'll definitely add to our team. Add some depth. Plus, I really think that he can be a starter immediately. Of course, I will be moving him over. He is not going to be on this position here. I want to have him as a right tackle. And that might be a solution to, I'm not going to say a problem I didn't know I had, but Taylor MOTON here took up a lot of cap space. And Ricky Stromberg basically costs nothing at the moment, more or less. We will be giving him a new deal. I actually don't think that should be a problem because he will be needing one. But apart from that, this is pretty much a solution. I wasn't sure what to do with Taylor MOTON though. He was earning 30 mil per year, and that was just too much. I didn't want to give him that kind of money. And this way we get a pick that we can use if some of those players don't really play out that well. Still looking at this situation here on right edge, I'm liking that Fadil Diggs is growing. That's good. We've got Javonte Jean-Baptiste, who's also growing. We have a player on the right outside linebacking group, that's Yetur Gross-Matos, who I could switch over. And then I could have Tommy Eichenberg here. At 72, I really think that he is worthy of a starting spot. We'd have Bo Clark as a backup here, and we could have Fadil Diggs and so on just growing behind Yetur Gross-Matos, who still has a pretty long-term deal. And that would really add a lot of pressure up top, right? We've got Brandon Dorius coming from one side. We've got Landon Jackson on the D-tackle spot. And we've got then Yetur Gross-Matos coming in here, pretty hot. These two are not that young anymore, but still they can still grow and take over from Yetur Gross-Matos. So I'm actually thinking of doing that straight away. The linebacker group is important, but I feel like we could use him better up top. So that is something that I might do. Not yet. Psych! Spoiler alert. Now this week we've got enough to do anyway, so I'm going to do that later on. We've got 5 players up for negotiation. We've got a heavy rain forecast. We have to take a look at the Saints, another NFC South rival. We're going to do weekly strategy, home game today, so all of that important. First off, forecast heavy rain. Zach Wilson. Looks like it's going to be raining for the entire game this week. It probably won't take long for the conditions to get pretty sloppy. What's our plan on offense? We're going to run it, just to be on the safe side. With a slick football and rough footing, it'll be hard to establish a good rhythm in the passing game, so practice your handoffs, because we're going to be doing a lot of it this week. All right, you're grounded. Beat the Saints, rack up 150 rushing yards. That is doable. That is a doable target. That is one that we can go for. Players ready to negotiate again. James Hurst, Jawan James, Talia Shatley, John Jenkins, Johnny Hecker, Ike Mikwanu, and back here, Kyrie Elam. Also eligible for the 5th-year option. We brought him in right before this this week, so that's why he's up right now. I would actually like to renegotiate with him. So I'm actually thinking of not giving him, not accepting the option and just trying to lock him down long term anyways. Have him up for discussion next year. Same goes for Ike Mikwanu, but if we can push those out a little bit longer, then why not? All right, we're taking some cap space with us. Currently we have 57 mil cap space, so that is actually very, very awesome. We still have one spot open, but now let's find out what the Saints look like. Derek Carr, quarterback for the Saints, 33.75. Jordan Travis and Jake Hayner behind him. Running back, Alvin Kamara, 29.87. Kendre Miller and Jabal Williams. A very solid looking group of running backs here. Ryan Nall, the fullback. The wide receivers, Chris Olave, 24.93. Michael Thomas, 31.80. Very good despite his age. A.T. Perry, we've got Kalen Geiger and Jareth STUNS. It's a weird one. Chris Olave is absolutely elite. We've got Michael Thomas and A.T. Perry who are pretty good as well, but are they really that great? The running back group, Alvin Kamara, is super solid. Kendra Miller and Jamal Williams are good, I reckon, right? But no standouts so far. Tight end Juwan Johnson, 27.79. Foster Moreau, 27.74. Benjamin Jurosik, that's a rookie, 72 rated at age 22. Left tackle Trevor Penning, solid. Patrick Paul, who's going to be a pretty good one for the future. Left guard Lincoln Tomlinson, and behind him Matt Hennessy, so that is actually pretty nice succession planning there. Center Eric McCoy, 27.88, super solid. Will Putnam as a backup. Right guard Nick Saldiveri, 24.71. We've got Braylon Jones, 26.63, and right tackles Ryan Ramczyk, 30 and 90, and 26.62 Carson Green behind him. So big drop-offs again for the most part. Super solid players at the starting spots though. On defense, we were facing Cameron Jordan, 35.83, and TK McClendon Jr. with a 20-point difference. Right edge Carl Granderson and Isaiah Foskey and Peyton Turner. He was on the trade block, so that's an interesting one as well. Isaiah Foskey, 23.78. And we've got Carl Granderson up here. D-tackle Brian Parisi, 22.90 with a superstar Dave trait. Yikes. Nathan Shepard, 30.72. Khalil Saunders and Marvin Wilson. But yeah, this is just Brian Parisi is going to be the star of the show. And those front three are really going to be making life difficult. Cameron Jordan, Carl Granderson, and Brian Parisi. What about linebackers? Tyrus Wheat, 24.69. This one looks a little bit underpowered, the room at least. Mid linebacker Demario Davis, who's super nasty to play against. Monty Rice and DeMarco Jackson as his backups. Radisson linebacker Pete Werner. He's just one of those dudes. He doesn't look it, but he's just everywhere on the field. Chop Robinson, that's a rookie, 22.80, ready to take over at a point's notice. Cornerbacks Marshawn Lattimore, shutdown X Factor. Paulson Adebo, Mike Hilton, Levi Wallace, and Alontae Taylor. Pretty good looking team. Pretty good looking cornerback group already. Free safety Tyrann Mathieu, Honey Badger himself, 32.89, and JT Gray. Strong safety Chuck Clark, 29.79, and Jordan Howden as an understudy here, ready to take over. Brandon McManus and Kay Kroger as the punter. So, a very solid team. Interesting weapons on offense. The quarterback might be one that we could try to stop. I think Derek Carr is not unstoppable. We will try to put pressure on him via the short pass. We're going to go with full pad training for everybody here. I still want to see what Fadil Diggs and John Baptiste can do before I really use Yetur Gross-Matos on that position. That's sort of a, I don't know, not a worst case scenario, but that's just like a backup option. In terms of the offensive game plan, we are going to run it. That is what we decided upon. It's going to be a rain game today, so we have to go that way anyways. Get full pad training into those starters and the running backs and the wide receivers. Let's split that experience so that everybody gets a piece of the pie here. In terms of these players here, I feel good about them, feel good about training those. What are the weekly game plan goals? Let's just take a quick look here. First, 3+ turnovers. All right, let's just go with it. Let's see what happens. 14 points or less, that is going to be tricky. I'd rather take 20, get the 4 points. Let's get 300 offensive yards, why ever not. And what's the target here? 15+ first downs. It's not a lot, right? So I'd rather go with this one here and grab some experience points for my staff. Do we have a new injury? Actually, that is a no. Colton Dowell is fit. I did put him on the injured reserve because we didn't have enough space on the roster back then. I will be trying to bring him back, though. 3 weeks until Bryce Young returns. 3 weeks until Miles Sanders returns. 2 weeks for Dean Jones. And Colton Dowell, I think he will be eligible to be brought back out of injured reserve in 2 or 3 weeks' time. So there's that. Player upgrades next. That is one thing that I've been looking forward to. But let's do manage staff first to just get that one out of the way. Again, we're going to be focusing on defense. If we can manage to stop him, then that will certainly be a big part of winning games, right? If our defense is tough and strong, we can really go up against strong offensive lines, strong offensive players, strong quarterbacks. That should really help us a lot. So, upgrade players. Do we get bonus points? Yes. Rasheem Bates, 2 points. That is exactly what I'm looking for, and this is freaking awesome. Pass protector. Do I want to go that route, or do I just focus on getting him higher and higher and higher and upgrading him to scheme fit later. I'm going to be putting both points into Agile. There's a lot of attributes affected by this anyways. So here we go, that is good. Lindsay Rainey, my right guard, also gets some points. And you see the distance here is waning. It is going down. So I can focus on making him scheme fit. You can see that it doesn't need a lot of points to grow. Bryce Young, man, please come back soon. You're the reason I started this franchise series here. 18th best quarterback in the league. Jeremiah Trotter goes up. And he's just gonna keep growing and growing and growing. And I'm loving it. Cade York scored last time. We're gonna go for power. We need to bridge the gap to the goalposts. If we can do that, I think we can figure out the accuracy. Ricky Stromberg, new addition on right tackle. I will have to fix the depth chart though. I just have to remember that one. 23-74. I can really work with that. I like that one. Plus, we got a lot of cash out of the team here. And to be fair, I really think it's not even a typical Madden rug pull deal or whatever. It's a deal that could happen in real life. It's one team gets a young player because that's what they want, and the Washington Commanders, they just get a stalwart player, a super experienced player. So, to be fair, there's nothing unrealistic here. Davin Van, up to a 72 now at age 22. I'm liking this. Fadil Diggs, right age, talked about a lot. Alright, talked about a lot. And I'm not really a big fan of just switching players around too much. Of course, Yitu Gross-Matos is a super viable player. He does have a long-term deal. So I would actually be a fool to just slap him somewhere else. The question is, what positions can he play, and at which positions would he really be a big help, right? So that's something that we're going to be looking for. Wyatt Cutler back up on the left tackle position. Also at age 21, Joe Farmer, another upgrade here. We're going to keep building him towards being power player. I think that, now let's go for this. I know I keep going back and forth, but it's just, I would like to raise his overall, but I just know that I have to start building his attributes, and those attributes have to be built via improving his scheme fit, because that way he will just be growing way quicker. Alright, I will be quickly doing the depth chart, and then I will be heading into the game. Here we are. A rain game that's finally a rain game. We actually had this quite a lot of times where they said it was going to be a rain game, and then everything was super sunny. So that was always strange, but here we go. Chuba Hubbard was the player's showcase. He really had a great game last week in that win against the Falcons. If we could win against the Saints as well, we will have beaten all our rivals out of our division so far on this season, which is actually pretty good and important to really get a good position in the playoffs. We're going with the unicolors, you know that. All blacks at home, all whites or all blues away. Saints in the away uniform, all white. Love this with a gold helmet. Derek Carr. Here we go. Fondly thinking of him. He was part of my Shamrocks team on the NFL Rejects, and he absolutely balled out that season. It was fantastic. So we're going to be kicking, and we are going to get the ball back here. 150 running yards is the target. Let's just keep that in mind. I will not be forcing passes too much today. Zach Wilson has been doing very well. There you go. Oh, lordy. All right. Number 15, that is Jonathan Mingo. By the way, on the depth chart, I did actually shuffle things around a little bit. Not too much, but we do have injuries like Miles Sanders, for instance. We've got Ricky Stromberg, 53, currently on the right tackle position. I'm using Frank Gore here. I also used Jonathan Mingo to be my wide receiver number 1 now. Laviska Shenault, wide receiver 2. And I am looking at Adam Thielen to be a mentor in the slot wide receiver department, where he, of course, is one of the better ones. Yikes! Chuba Hubbard. 2nd and 8. Injury timeout. Peyton Turner goes down, number 98. No chance to trade him now if he's injured. Inside zone split, right to left in the rain. This is a very solid group here. The run defense is very good, and just look at the speed. Demario Davis, number 56. Ike Mekwonu, injured. Not good. Let's hope it's nothing bad. Seems to be the right ankle, maybe. Inside zone, Chuba Hubbard, right to left. We're just marching down the field here. Here we go. That was very nice, and nice sidestep here. And as we try and pick up speed again, we get tackled from behind, but that is good. So far, 4 rushes, 40 yards, 10 on average. That is great. That is a very, very good average to have for Chuba Hubbard, who's currently carrying a lot of this. We're going to use Cutler on the left now. Let's remember that it's not Ike Mekwonu anymore. Frank Gore. There we go. 2 rushes, 18 yards, 9 on average, which is also pretty good. I like that. 58 yards so far on the rushing side, so a third of what we need to achieve has been completed. First down, and then a few more yards. Nothing out of this world though. Inside zone, right to left. We're just pounding it. We're just pounding it. Brian Bracey, Marshall Lattimore, Demario Davis. Of course, big dudes here. So let's just try and go around everybody. Number 57 though, wrapping us up here. Taking down Chuba Hubbard. There we go. Blunt dive. Right to left. It's a yard. And we're going to try and push into first goal territory as far as we can. I think that's pretty good. 5 yards out. First and goal. That gives us 4 attempts to score a touchdown. 75 rushing yards. That worked well. I think we chose the strategy right. I think we chose our strategy right. Love the rain effects, by the way. Love the rain effects. I'm just thinking, do I go for a pass play here, or do I just stick with this here? Let's just stick with the run plays. Really doesn't make that much sense to try and change things up now. We're pushing forward to the 1 yard line. Second and goal. And since Zach Wilson came in, I have to say I am really pretty happy with what he's done so far. Can't fault him whatsoever. And there we go. Wyatt Cutler injured now. That is not good. That is not good. Here we go. Come on, defense. All right. Defense holds them. 7-0. Let's hope Wyatt Cutler returns. Otherwise, we're going to have to start backfilling here in 74. Who is that? I don't know. Yikes, but we immediately have a gap. We immediately have a gap. Peyton Turner easily breaking through. We lose 2 yards. That was not a good one. That was not good. Let's go with the mesh spot here. Let's try and shake things up. Schwartz, Tremble, Laviska Chenault. Oh lordy. Accuracy was really poor. Coverage was actually pretty good. Verticals. Jonathan Mingo. Let's go. Let's go this one here. Oof. That was actually really close to being a horrible sack. Alright, we're gonna punt it back there. It's not really that sharp of an angle. But man, Kalen Bullock here. He was there. And we stop him at the 50, which is probably decent enough. Could have been better. Right, turn it over. Awesome. Awesome stuff here. Z spot and go. Laviska Chenault. Do we have time to wait for this one to develop? 32, Tyrann Mathieu. Stepping in between, slapping it away. Double cross. I probably should go with the run game a little bit more. Should go with the run game a little bit more. Oh, dude. All right. I was completely bumped away from that player, but it helped me, like, find a new path. Number 3. Frank Gore Jr. going towards the right-hand side. I'm not liking this too much. The quality. Oh, yikes. All right. Pete Werner. We are being slowed down quite a bit here. Quite a bit. This is, I don't think we'll make it though. I don't think we'll make it. I would like to, but I don't think we will. We're just a little bit too far out. 15, 14, 13, 12. Let's prep now. Power and, oh shit. Yeah, nah. Probably would have had the distance, I don't know, but it was a really bad kick. A really bad kick. Ah, there we go. Let's forget about that one here. And now it's 7-7. 9 seconds to go. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did Chuba Hubbard injure himself? I don't know. That was a flag. Let's just hope it's like... it's something positive for us. Nah, it's going to be holding. Juwan James. Why is Juwan James playing? Can someone tell me? Let's go with a dive here. Chuba Hubbard is here. All right. I think it was power back situations or something like that. Didn't care about this one too much. 7-7. Let's see what we can do in the second half here. We're still going to keep defending this way. We're going to return it into the middle. Travis Hodges Tomlinson is our kick returner. It's interesting that I have a cornerback as a kick returner. Just see that? There's just hardly ever space created. Pushing forward to the 26 is really probably the best I could hope for. So there we go. Yes, let's play that moment. And let me just quickly check out the depth chart because something is weird on the offensive line. Who is here? Both injured. Oh, shoot, man. Let's use AJ Jackson here. Farmer, Betts. Lindsey Rainey is out injured. Oh, that sucks, man. Let's go like this. And Ricky Stromberg. That's not great. Certainly is not great. Looking for Tommy Tremble. Come on, man. Get back into the game. There we go. Do you know why I missed him? That was a late hit, and it's the first completed pass for Zach Wilson. Okay. I don't know what that tells us, but let's go this way. Frank Gore Jr. Right to left. Off we go. Pete Werner was coming from the left, closing down that that route, which is why I adjusted towards the middle. And that one was quickly shut down by Demario Davis, who's so good. Oh, just get away. Number 75. That's Juwan James. And now you can see that actually my young offensive line players are actually pretty good. Let's go. For fuck's sake, man. Zach wants to throw the fucking ball, man. Peyton Turner. Alright, we don't get the ball away. It was a clear as day blitz. Come on. Johnny Hecker. Put this one away. Fair catch by number 86 at the 20-yard line. Caden Stearns for the Saints. Derek Carr comes out onto the field again. Come on, defense. All right. This is a really not a great game for the spectators. Not a great game for the spectators. Probably boring as hell unless you like and enjoy. Jesus, man. Take a look at that. The routes are closing so quickly. My run game is being closed down so fast now. In the first half, I felt like we had it under control. Things were working pretty well. Catch it, go down. Schwartz, all right, that works. 3rd and 5. That's Hilton. In the rain, it is really hard to really get the progress going here unless you are going for the run plays. Inside zone, left to right. I need some blocking here. This one is actually working pretty well. If Laviska Chenault blocks a little bit more, we might have an easier job of doing that. But Frank Gore pushes forward. Well, that was a good one. Again, break it down after a few yards. We're not really getting gigantic plays, but better than nothing, I reckon. In the 3rd quarter, 7 and 7. Not a high-scoring game. All right, some space down the middle. Another 9 yards. I'm just working towards that 150-yard goal. If we hit that and we win the game, what was that? What was that? Rushing yards, 117. We need 14 more yards. 40 more yards. Correction. So there we go. Right to left, 2 yards. And we're going to be good. Y2. Well, I just want to have more than we need. All right. 32. Tyron Matthew. Chuba Hubbard, number 30. That was very close to the camera, my man. Tyron Matthew. Just take a look at that clean stop here. Grabbing the waist. Zach Wilson explaining what he wants to do. He's like, all right, listen up. We're going to run the ball, right? That's it. End of planning period. All right, here we go. Straight down the middle. There's a lot of space there. 31. Puts a stop to that. I'd like to run it in to the end zone here. That should give us not only a touchdown, but also the rushing yards that we need. Yikes, man. Number 98 just coming through. Peyton Turner. Development was super slow. Development was super slow. Oh, man. He's just breaking through. 76 and 71. Look at this. Boom. Both can't hold him. That is unfortunate. But again, it's a young team, and we have to keep working. Chuba Hubbard. Here we go around the side here. Number 31. Pete Werner with an injury. 3rd and 5. 3rd and manageable. Come on, Pete. Get well soon. It's nasty playing against him, but at the same time, I fully respect him. It's a really, really good dude to have on the team. And here we go. Chuba Hubbard fighting forwards. Rasheem Betts, my center, injured, but we scored a touchdown. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. Come on, fucking defense, man. What the hell was that? Just handing them the ball or just letting them run. I don't know, whatever. Right to left. Let's go. Chuba Hubbard. Pete Werner is back and he's fit. All right. Adjustments. Left, right, center. Powering forward. 37-yard line. Getting a field goal would be good enough for me. All right? Would be good enough for me. Chuba Hubbard, get ready. Get ready. Everybody else also get ready. This is a screen. Yikes. And for fuck's sake. Nah, that one blew up. We're going to call our first timeout now. Again, the offensive line, depending on how the defense works, we're doing well or we're getting pounded. And today, it's one of those days where we're getting pounded again. It's difficult to get forward. This play didn't work at all. Shit. Number 44. Alright, we need to get to the 47-yard line. Cade York warming up. Let's go with the verticals here. Tommy Tremble. We've also got Schwartz. Ready to run. For fuck's sake, no time to throw. Ah, that is bad. 4th and 8 at the 39. We're going to punt. We're going to punt and risk overtime. Very unclean punt. Stopping it at the 35, and that is bad. Starting off overtime, and we will be receiving Trevius Hodges Tomlinson. We'll get the ball here. Cornerback for me, as you know. Oh, that almost looked like a good opening. 29 yards. That's actually pretty far up the field. It would have been funny if this would have been like a catch and an immediate return. But there we go. Zach Wilson leading the team out. We're going to go the halfback dive. Full power, full steam ahead. Here we go. Nice. Pushed aside, and we get 8 yards. Chop Robinson, number 44, injured for the New Orleans Saints. There we go. Allowed 208 rushing yards. That is good to read, because that means that we have achieved our target. I do hope the offensive line will get a lot of credit for that and a lot of buffs, because they need it. And here we go. Stepping forward. That red line back there is where we need to be for the field goal to be viable. However, Cade York is still a learning kicker, all right? He does have problems with the range. Oh, Jesus Christ. Chuba Hubbard has to do all the work alone. There was no block there. Nobody helped him out. Not great. Not great. That could have worked better. All right, Chuba Hubbard, 2nd and 7. Right to left. Come on, I need a block. I need a block. I need a block. All right, nobody here. Fucking hell. And I run into the player. I should have just gone outside. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Inside zone. Slight curve, right to left, and we're going up against none other than Demario frickin' Davis. That's nice. All right, let's head outside. And we can't pick up speed anymore. Number 29 was there. But yeah, pushing forward. We're at the 38 now. If we really have to go for field goal, then I'd rather do that within the 30-yard range than outside of that. Halfback dive. Chuba Hubbard. Again. We are well past the field goal target line. And here we go. Speeding towards the outside. Push, 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 push. And now he's shoved outside. But a great job by him here. Fighting for yards. Today, he is an absolute beast. 30-yard field goal is an option. I don't know why I would do that, though. Why would I do that? Just handing him the ball, basically. We've got 1 minute and 40 seconds. Frank Gore, let's go. I need a block. How far did I get? 3 yards. All right. That's okay for me. Again, the field goal suggestion. Why, though? Why? If I score a field goal, they're going to get the ball again. Or am I missing something? Let me know. Am I missing something? And here we go. Frank Gore is freaking held at the 1-yard line. I felt like he was going to push in. But that was actually a very clean stop. A very, very clean stop. And again, no, we're not going to take a field goal at 1st and goal, 1 yard out. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. We will let the clock run down a little bit, though. Let's go. Here we go. Chuba Hubbard. And we're in. 21 versus 14 or 20 versus 14, because we won't be getting the extra point attempt. And that is a really great job. Chuba Hubbard today absolutely carried the team. You have to say it as it is. There's no other way around it. What a great job here. And here we go. Cups are flying. Zach Wilson, congratulated by his teammates. Good job, team. Zach Wilson didn't really perform the best game of his life. 44% completion rate, 27 yards. I mean, he did what he had to do. He had clean handoffs. CHUBA Hubbard, 204 yards. Basically getting the target all by himself. Frank Gore, 67. And Tyrion Davis-Price gets a yard here and a touchdown. So that was important as well. On the receiving side, that wasn't that important. Defensively, Pete Werner and Jordan Howden, really great performances. Peyton Turner with those tackles for loss, breaking through all the time. Incredibly nasty, actually. Brandon Dorius injured, that's not great, but Landon Jackson getting a sack here. 1 interception for Jamie Robinson, also picking up an injury. Not great. And Cade York missing 2 field goals. That is actually really bad. It seemed obvious, given the conditions, that the running game would play a huge role in who won. Who do you credit most? The offensive line. Those big guys up front had a huge day. It's hard to get much push when you're standing in water every snap, but they really bullied them up front and paved the way for big yardage. Exactly. Splash damage. Alright, +3 run block power, run block finesse. Do I also get XP? No. Sadly. That would have been much appreciated. But I did see that we have new injuries. Let's check those out. Who is injured? Ikemekawanu, 5 weeks. And Cutler. So we're missing 2 left tackles. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Alright, but do we have a left tackle in the practice squad? Because if so, he's going to get a shot at the team very quickly here. Very, very quickly. There we go. Practice squad. I've got left guard Chandler Zavala. I do have Nash Jensen. And I've got Logan Bruce. Alright. Logan Bruce, you are up. Getting a shot again. It's time from practice squad. There we go. I will just be taking a look at one position in the free agents pool. I would like to see if there's maybe a super young left tackle in there, you know, one more to add to the collection basically. That is available. Adrian Beasley, but no, these are really lowly rated. Let's take a look here. Sean Owens, Kenny Stockton. Not everybody's on a practice squad, so this is a no. Center, nope. Pierre Overton, 21 and 57. Mac Hawley, Robert Blackley. I mean, this one here, it's a little bit lowly rated, a little bit too low for my liking. I know I do have players that are similarly rated, but still. Alright, no, actually that makes sense. That makes sense. One more position, the D tackle. Is there anybody here that I could really use as a mentor? Shelby Harris, Jonathan Hank. And I do think I have a D tackle mentor already. Alright, so. All good. We win again. 5-1. Let's just see where we are currently. Where are we? We're actually the 6th team in the NFL. So that is very, very good. We're leading the NFC South. That is important. We beat our rivals. That's even more important. Next week, we are going to be going up against the Giants at home. Then it's bye week. That's super important. And then it's around the trade deadline. We'll see. Are we going to go for a player? Are we going to see if we trade one more dude? Do we feel the need to do that? We're going to see that next week. For now, I'm going to be ending this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do drop a like. Please subscribe. Let me know what you think. It's always important to me. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for joining and making this one here special for me. Stay awesome, everybody, and see you next time.